People, you don't finally boss. So as it start right now, they say that the Amotekun don't capture some Fulani herdsmen. They menu 114 people. Now they see where they go inside different bushes for inside Yoruba land. Another prophecy of Mazan they call that will soon shock the Yorubas, because as it be like this, these people don't circle the whole Nigeria from all corners. So if una like, wanna dey sleep, wanna no wake up and safeguard and guide your forests. However, we'll go see wetin dey happen for inside the northern part of the country, as the northern governors don dey give Tinubu wetin they call gbos high. As it stand right now, una know the man wey they call Erufai o. Abi na Erufai they call am, that former governor for inside one part of the northern this they say the man don't come outside with he say that Tinubu in fact he called Tinubu a guy. He say that guy is confused, he don't know what they do again. I beg I go play the videos for una more and watch and see as it dey go. Now let me play you the video of the moment where Amotekun intercept this 114 herdsmen, then we will go jump enter inside another ogbonge news. Stay tuned.
114 invaders were apprehended by Amotekun. 114 as they were about being distributed into different forests in the southwest. 114 all at once, loaded in trucks. These are big trucks. That's where they were loaded. They apprehended 114 from 2 different trucks. And from what I got, they said only 3 out of the 114, that is 111, don't know where they were going to. They just loaded them in trucks and brought them down here. And guess what? They saw some local weapons with them. I don't want to say much. I'd like you to watch this video. I'll come back and explain a few things here. But just watch this video. Make sure you're sharing it for me so that someone else will get to see this video. Just so you will understand that all of these killings and everything happening currently is born out of the fact that the government has paid a nonchalant kind of behavior or attitude towards everything. Just watch this video so you understand.
Ask them like that. Follow them. Follow them. These are some of the things they use in collecting Okada. Once they heat, I want to place it on record that a lot of weapons were recovered from them, locally made weapons with which they perpetrate different forms of evil. What they do is to stay in the forest and come out, attack and go back and run back deep into the forest. Over 100 of these people were loaded with trucks, 2 trucks, and they were about to be distributed along the forest belt of the state, starting from Ore End, Ofosu, Ore End. We have profiled them and we found out that all of them, with the exception of only 3, do not even know where they were being taken to. They don't have an idea. Their masters just sent them into the forest to await further directives. The governor has therefore directed that they be sent back to where they came from. Yes, there's freedom of movement in Nigeria, but you must have a purpose.
I would really appreciate the governor for saying they should take them back. Or it's a criminal thing to come without any chance to enter forest to cause problem here. We appreciate the governor, we appreciate Amotekun too for taking care of them and going back where they come from.
Okay, let's start asking questions so it will make more sense. Yeah? You apprehended 114 invaders with locally made weapons, and you established the fact that they were about being distributed to different forests within the southwest, and that is where they come out from, perpetuate their mayhem and go back into the forest. And as you have apprehended them successfully, what you did was to send them back to where they were coming from. If you send those people back, will you be aware when they will be coming back again? What if they develop a different strategy to still come back? What happens to the fact that, okay, you've apprehended these guys, get to know who sent them, get to know their source? Because we cannot tackle these issues of insecurity at this level just like this. You need to go to the roots. Now, if me, that I am not a security personnel, I am just a layman, in a normal balance, you will call me a layman as long as security is concerned. But if I can have this knowledge, this requisite knowledge concerning security, that there is no smoke without fire, that those people, they did not come out of their own personal volition, just as the leader of the Amotekun has asserted. What happens to getting to figure out who their boss is or who is sending them? But what they did was, you've caught these guys, you are sending them back. I mean, I really do not understand where we are headed with all of these shenanigans. If you guys don't want to tackle insecurity in this country, don't act like you guys are doing anything about it. Let the people know. I like what the stand of the DSS chairman. Let the people know that you don't have time to talk about security. Let the people be aware that that is not your core, because I fail to understand why at a time like this that we are supposed to prioritize security. Of course, that is the core of governance, protection of life and properties of the citizens. If you can't do that for the people, let the people know so that the people will secure themselves. You catch 114 people, you send them back. You not keep them, maybe people will send them come, or you use them and get to know who sent them. You just, I'm so disappointed, I must say. I'm very, very disappointed in all of this. I'm so disappointed. But then, like we always say, God will help us. It's not funny at all, but then, end this video, please.
My wonderful people, welcome back. The question is where those youth are going. The place they are going, there is no building, there is no house, there is no shops, there is no business centers in those areas. And somebody will still wake up this morning and will talk Nigeria is going to be good. The answer is when. So, kudos to this Amotekun. But the truth of the matter is that from there they catch them, they will leave them. And they will now go with confidence where they are going. This is Nigeria for you. So the one we see in the news is just news. The main show will still play. Now let us hear waiting this man come out, come tell the Tinubu Jagaban himself. What the video?
The guy is gone. He's performed miserably. The economy has tanked. The security architecture has failed. Nothing, there are no clear trade, industrial, and investment policies. Everything is going wrong. They are raising lots of revenues, but we don't know where the revenues are going because there are no results. Anytime I wake up and I see the Tinubu government inflicting more pain on Nigerians and just bungling governance, the simplest things in governance that I knew when I was DG of BP, these guys can't even get it together. Whenever I see that, I thank God, because I think God saved me. I'm a very lucky person. I think God saved me from the embarrassment of having to explain to be part of this disaster, okay? So I've never thought twice about it. I never sought to be minister. I was minister 20 years before. That's nothing. Tinubu begged me.
And to your credit,
okay?
You did a superb job as Minister of Abuja.
Thank you very much.
Everybody would agree to
Thank
that.
you very much, okay? My record is there, All right? So Tinubu begged me publicly, the videos are there, to serve in his cabinet. He requested me to change my personal life plans. Okay? So those that I say is because he dropped me. How can I be unhappy about something that I never sought, it was actually an imposition on me. I had to change my plans. I had to put my PhD on hold. I had to do many things because of his request. So it has not happened. It has not happened. I'm grateful to God that it has not happened because I don't have to explain to Nigerians why electricity is this way, the economy is going this way, the exchange rate is going that way, and so on. I don't have to explain that. Right. We have to ask the people to make up their minds. Do you like what is happening? This is just 2 years, okay? If you're happy with what is happening, if your life has got better since President Tinubu was sworn in on May 29, 2023, fine. But if not, why not give some other people a chance? In many parts of the country, particularly in the southeast and the north, President Tinubu has 91% disapproval rating. Even in Lagos, he has 78% disapproval rating. Okay, in some states,
and that's a scientific poll.
It's a scientific poll,
right.
and in some states in the southwest, he's doing a bit better. Ondo, Ekiti, he's doing better than 78% disapproval rating, but there is nowhere he's doing better than 50%, even in the southwest.
My people, the question is, I wish is that is Igbo man that make this statement. By now, I would have known that the DSS have arrested Nnamdi Okochukwu. That the DSS have arrested Emeka for faming Tinubu. See, many talk wey don come outside for inside the northern part of Nigeria. I go bring another one come from now this afternoon. I see here even the June 12th election, they say Tinubu follow do ugu for inside the election. They talk am, nothing don happen. But once say na Igbo man talk am now, everywhere go catch fire. As Igbo man wey still dey believe for one Nigeria, your brain need to check wetin dey inside and remove am. Clean am, put am back whether e go good again. Abeg make una share this video and drop your own opinion for inside comment section.